Call Me Crazy Show, episode 111. Unfortunately, there's not a lot of time left on this tape for me to go on, but I wanted to say thank you to all the public access viewers and to TCCC and to Marty, my editor, and to every viewer out there in La La Land. First things first, I want to say if you've been keeping up with the news on what's going on in Iraq, you might have seen pictures of naked Iraqi men in compromising positions due to the fact that they were being abused by U.S. soldiers in the prison in Baghdad. It turns out, for all you people who know who Secretary of Defense is, that's Donald Rumsfeld, the New Yorker magazine was saying this week that Donald Rumsfeld was the one who authorized the rules for the harsh interrogation tactics against the Iraqi prisoners and the insurgents. But Donald Rumsfeld was being questioned by John McCain a while back, saying that he wasn't aware of any abuse from down below, meaning, bottom of the chain in the U.S. military. And on top of that, it gets worse because then maybe a week later, we all saw a videotape where 6 Iraqi terrorists murdered a U.S. citizen, last name Berg. And if you don't know that the videotape that exists, it was shown on web TV, and they showed his head being cut off. So they showed him being murdered, and he was beheaded. And to me, people, that goes to tell you that President Bush should not be in the White House. John Kerry should be the one. It makes me sad to think that the family of the young man who was murdered on the web TV was just 21 years old, and he still had his life ahead of him. And then on top of that, the rising toll of casualties in Iraq on the U.S. side and the coalition side keeps on increasing, while the civilian death on the Iraqi side keeps on increasing because there's a lot more suicide attacks in almost all major cities in the country of Iraq. Now Iraq is such a hotbed of activity because June 30th, the date the U.S. is going to transfer power to the Iraqi Governing Council, and it turns out this morning the leader of the Governing Council was murdered in the suicide car bomb attack this morning. So the pressure is mounting on the U.S. to come up with a quick solution, because at this rate that we're going with all this increasing violence in Iraq, by November of this year, come election month, George W. Bush is going to have a hard time going up against John Kerry. And I like John Kerry because he is a serviceman who did great service for the country by being a U.S. soldier, and I've seen all the medals that he won. And I think he's a lot more presidential than W. Bush. Okay, people, I gotta go. I have a long day ahead of me, but I gotta take off. And unfortunately, people, I have to work 2 jobs.